Hi, my name is Barry. Welcome to the channel. I'm a retired electrician after 40 years, and I took up quilting as a hobby in retirement. And if you've never been here before, I'm going to let you in on what we're doing. We are making a charity quilt for the Alzheimer's Foundation. And what we're going to do is people have been sending blocks in, and we're going to take those blocks and piece it all together, quilt it, and then I'm going to auction it off on eBay. And 100% of the proceeds are going to go to the Alzheimer's Foundation. And I thought it was a way for all of us to get together, make something unique, maybe raise some money for the Alzheimer's organization, and have a little sew along together. So that's what we're doing. Also today, I've received some buttons, so we're going to do a button video. So this is going to be a long video. So go get you something to drink and just sit back or sew or do whatever you want to do. And on this cold winter day, I hope you're staying safe. I'm going to tell you what, though. I got these blocks in this week, and I was really worried. When you get so many people sending in blocks, you don't know. I didn't have any idea what I was going to get. But I'm going to tell you what, every block that I got today has been the best of the best. And I am so appreciative of you guys for sending them in. The way you press your seams has been perfect. I just can't ask for anything better. I was really worried that I was like, maybe this is going to be a one and done and forget about it. But based upon what I've seen so far, I'm very happy. I think now I'm worried that you guys are so good that now I've got to step up my game a little bit when it comes to quilting it and binding it and everything. So you're making me a better person by you submitting the blocks that you've sent, and I'm truly appreciative. And I want you to know that I can't thank you enough. So, like I said, sit down, watch I'm going to do a show and tell of all the blocks that I've gotten in so far. Hopefully, we're going to get a lot more together. If we get a lot of blocks in, we'll do another quilt, and maybe we'll do 3 quilts. Whatever it takes, we'll do. But this first quilt, I've decided I'm going to do, I think, 35 blocks, which will be about 5 12-inch blocks across. So that's going to be, I think I figured it up about 60 by 84. So that's a good throw or a twin size quilt, I think. But that's what we're going to make on the first one. It's going to be 35 blocks, and then we'll see what we can do from there. And so, like I said, let's get into the show and tell, and I'll see you at the other side. All right, our first quilt block is from Joyce from the Peddlers pack in Beaverton, Oregon, and I will leave a link to her Etsy shop down in the description. And she wrote a little card on her business card, says, "Thank you for doing this, Barry. It's going to be fun to see the finished quilt, Joyce." And Joyce, thank you for submitting this to be added to the quilt. I love the colors. I love the design, and thank you so much. And that's our first one. Our second one here, we got a couple. They sent a couple of them, and this is from Glenda, aka Granny. She's been a subscriber for a very long time, and she is from Dalton, Georgia. And she says to check out her Etsy shop if you get a chance at Glenda, aka Granny. Like I said, I'll leave a link to that in the description. She also sent this very nice card that she made. And it says, Barry, hope you can use these blocks in your quilt. I enjoy being a part of the community. Your YouTube friend, Glenda, aka Granny. And like I said, she is from Dalton, Georgia. And let's take a look at her blocks here. Beautiful. Let's see, there's that's 2. Oh, look at this. Same theme, just different colors. Love it. Love it. Look at the little hearts in here. Some apple. Is that apples? Yeah, apples. Stars. Beautiful. That's our third block. This looks a little bit different. Same heart design, but different, different one. I love it. I was gonna count these. I think I'll just wait till the end and see how many we get. And you know what? Like I said before, I thought my head was getting big, that I was getting good until I saw your blocks come in, and then I've changed my mind. I have a lot to learn. Love it. Love this center block. Love the colors. Oh, love these little American flag blocks. That's cute. Very nice. And here's another one with the little hearts and the quilt blocks. Like I said, if you haven't submitted your block yet, go ahead and do it. I'm thinking we're probably going to end up doing a couple of these. Maybe not at the same time. Maybe we'll do an auction for one and then save it up and do the auction for the other one. But I don't have a problem with it. And now this was different. It's got the little American flags here. Still got the hearts. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Glenda, aka Granny. Love those. All right, let's see what we got up next here. Oh, a couple more blocks here. And this is from April, and she's from Blandon, Pennsylvania. She gave me a nice little flowery card there. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can. Let's see what she says. Barry, here are a couple of potato chip blocks to get your charity quilt started. Love the ideal, and I'm happy to contribute to it. Glad you found a hobby that you embrace and share with others. Continue to watch you on YouTube. Please don't stop. I quilted for many years, but struggled with perfection. True that a finished quilt is just as warm regardless of perfect piecing. I'll get it right. Enjoy your quilting journey, April. And April, thank you so much. You know, let's see. Here's what I'm amazed about. I hope you don't mind, April. I'll show you. Look at this. Look at this ironing on this. It's I have a lot to learn about ironing seams. These are perfect. So there's one. Love the designs here. And let's see what this one is here. Oh, different fabrics here. Love it. I think this quilt, in my opinion, is going to look so great because there's so much diversity in the blocks. So excited about it. Okay, let's see this block. And this one's got some bears on it. You know, that always reminds me of the Smoky Mountains for some reason. It says, sending lots of love and good wishes. And it says, Dear Barry, good luck with your auction. Regards, Julie. And Julie's from Rush, New York. Julie, thank you for sending that. This is a great looking block. I love all the fabrics. It's even got some states right here. Awesome. And look at here, you got your, looks like Ohio Star there. Awesomeness. All right. All right, this next block is from a friend of mine here on YouTube. And I told you in the comments I was going to mess up your name, but I hope I got it right. Is that Galisa? Tell me if that's right. But she's from Pataskala, Ohio. And she's also sending some buttons for the button club. So I'm going to add these later on in the button club. But here's some of the buttons. And like I said, I will show these at the end when we do the button club. But she sent these for buttons, and I'm going to put that right there to save for the button club. But thank you for this. Let's take a look. Oh, lots of flowers in this one. Love the colors. Love it. But wait, there's more. And to a whole different theme. Oh, look at this. Look at this dog here. Beautiful. With the American flag there. Stars. Awesomeness. Thank you so much. Perfection. And there again, look at this. This is what I'm amazed about. The way that you iron these seams is perfect. I was so afraid. I was so afraid when I did this. I said, I don't know what the quality is, but you've all, I have to admit, have beat me. I have a lot to learn. A lot. Oh. This one is from Wendy, and Wendy's from Sheldon, Washington. She sends this nice flowery card. And her little note says, Dear Barry, enclosed is my quilt block for the Cherry Quilt plus $20 to help buy materials to make the final quilt. I enjoy your channel very much. From Western Washington, Wendy. Wendy, thank you. This, I'm going to tell you right now, this will go to purchase the batting and the backing, or help buy that for this quilt. And it is very much appreciated. You don't know how much that's appreciated. Thank you. Let's look at this block. I like this. This is, I'm not good on my history thing, but this sort of reminds me of what they call the 1930s look. I love it. Maybe you tell me if that's right or not, but I love those colors. Love it. Thank you, Wendy. We still got quite a few to go. I hope you got something to drink. All right, here's our next block. This is from Linda from Caledonia, Ohio. And she sends this cute little card. Looks like a gerbil holding a leaf. And let's see what she writes. She says, here's my potato chip block. This project was a great idea. And she writes some nice things to me that I won't read. She says, but hope to see you, Linda and Cheryl from the Worcester Quilt Show. And yeah, I met Linda and Cheryl at the Worcester Quilt Show. And I, look here. I keep this right here on my desk. Here's a picture of Linda. This is Linda right here. Linda and Cheryl. There you go. There's moi. I love meeting you. Like I said, if you guys see me at a quilt show, please come up and say hi. I'm going to put this back over here because I saved that. But Linda, thank you. Let's look at this block. Oh, I love it. Little scissors and quilting supplies right here. Thimbles. Love the colors. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Linda. And I hope maybe I'll see you again this year at the Worcester Quilt Show. So we will see. Let's look at this next block. This one is from Miss Gloria in Wayland, Michigan. Says, hey Barry, I wanted to send you these buttons. She also is going to join the Memory Makers Button Club for quite some time now, but life gets in the way. I'll read this when we do the button club, but thank you, Miss Gloria from Wayland, Michigan. And I'll stick this all together for later on. So stay tuned for that. And if you have not submitted a button and joined the Memory Makers Button Club, you got to do that. But let's look at her quilt. Beautiful. Love it. I love the colors here. I keep saying that, but I do. This is going to be such a fabulous quilt. All right, let's put up the next one here. Ooh, let's turn this one this way. All right. This is from Liz from Chula Vista. And Liz, I think Liz is a member of the Memory Makers Bun Club, and she really, Liz, tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I think that your one of your grandkids sent a drawing to me. If you're the same person, I thank you. Thank you very much. And she says, "Hi Barry, so happy to contribute a block for the Alzheimer's quilt. I had to try a second one because the first one was a little short of the 12.5 inches. Also, one of the red blocks started bleeding red dye while I was steaming it, so I had to replace it. The second one I substituted with a scant 1/4 inch, and that worked for me." So if you guys are having problems getting the blocks, maybe you should try to use a scant 1/4 inch. Best wishes on your quilting, Liz from Chula Vista, California. And Liz also sent, oh, look at this card, by the way. Beautiful little flowers. Liz also sent along, I put this right over here, the new quick and easy block tool. I looked through this and I'm amazed. Thank you, Liz. It will definitely be used. It is very much appreciated. That's Liz. I got so excited. We didn't even look at your block here. So let's look at your block. I love this block right here. It says "Born to Ride." It's got a little dog in it. It says "Homegrown USA" and little flowers, and "Homemade with Love." I love that awesomeness. And thank you, Liz. This next one is here is from Bob and Kathy from Cheney, Washington, if I got that right. It says, "Hi Barry, what a great idea. Hope this fits what you need for the eBay quilt. Good luck with the charity auction. Thanks, Kathy." Kathy, thank you so much. Let's look at this quilt. It's got, looks like, I don't know if those are like little doggies or polar bears. I'm not really good about it, but I love the little hearts on here. Looks like there's some like little flowers. Almost thought they were butterflies, but beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's Bob and Kathy from Cheney, Washington. Got a few more here to go. A few more. Hope you're sticking with me. This one is from Helen from St. Clair Shores, Michigan. And she writes, "Hello Barry, great idea for a charity quilt. So glad I could help out and wish you the very best. Sincerely, Helen." Helen, thank you so much. There again, look at this. Love these blocks. All the little stars here. She gave me 2. She sent 2 to be added. And these are going to be great. Going to be great. So thank you, Helen. And this one right here is from Jean from New Iberia, Louisiana. Jean, I love the colors. I love the coordinated fabrics, so good. Little lighthouses here and hearts. Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, Jean. There you go. And let's see what else we have here. Oh, this is from Bev from Burlington, Kentucky. And Bev, I'm going to tell you right now, I love this. These are like those muted colors for, to me, am I correct? Is these like 1930s colors? But I love that. I love that design. So thank you, Bev. from my home state of Kentucky. Thank you very much. And what else do we got here? We got about 2 or 3 more to go. And this is from Lisa Marie. She's from Monticello, Kentucky. And she's got a place called Country Treasures in Monticello, Kentucky. And I'm going to save this because she's also going to be in a button club. So it says, Barry, thank you for inviting your YouTube watchers to join you on this project. Looking forward to seeing the quilt and how much of a donation can be made to Alzheimer's organization. I've also included some buttons, and I'm going to save this. Lisa Marie, I'm going to save this for the button club, but thank you. Thank you so much. Now let's look at this. Beautiful. Here's something unique. This looks like a little Santa Claus with a red, white, and blue theme. And the flags, very nice. Very nice. All right. Let me get that out of the way. This one is from Lynn from Dayton, Ohio, really close to me, Lynn. And it just says, best wishes from Lynn in Dayton. And she goes by Pink Sprinkles, Pink Sprinkle on YouTube. She's been following me on my journey for a long time. And let's look at this. There again, love the colors. Perfect. Thank you, Lynn. Going to be added right to it. And we got, I think, 2 more. 2 more. And this one here, I'm going to tell you, this is from Ralph from Sherwood, Arkansas. Ralph, I'm going to tell you what, when I saw yours, it was so well pressed and kept that I knew right then. It was the first one I opened up. I was like, boy, I really need to step up my game. It says, hi, Barry. Sorry the note is typed. I appreciate it because sometimes I can't read all these handwritings. It says, sorry this note is typed, but I can't write for long without getting cramp in my hands. I think what you're doing is great. We are similar in that I started quilting about 2 years ago when I retired. My mother was a master quilter, and I knew it was in me somewhere. I really do enjoy it and hope one day to be as good as she was. She passed a few years ago. This would have made her very happy. I only wish she was around to help me when I get stuck. I hope you receive many quilt blocks. If you need more, let me know, and I will make and send a few more. Regards, Ralph from Sherwood, Arkansas. Ralph, I'm going to tell you what. To me, you're already the master quilter yourself because I saw these blocks and I was so impressed with the way that you pressed them. And I love this design here. Love it. Love the colors. And here we got the same style of block, but just different fabrics here. Love it. Thank you, Ralph. If every block was as good as Ralph's, which you guys have met that, I'm just hoping that I can do justice by quilting it. So our last block here is from Stephanie from New Albany. And Stephanie has sent me some stuff here. She sent this little purse, little thing to carry stuff in. And let's look at this card. Look at the flowers on that card. Can you see it? And she's got me some stickers. She got me a whole bunch of stuff. Stephanie, you didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. I won't read all this because there's some of us personal. It says, "Hi Barry, hope this makes the postal journey okay. Please let me know if I need to make another block. This was my second attempt using my little foot and still is smaller than what you specified. I may give it a go again since there is time. I realize after squaring it up, I should have cut a bit from each side to make the chips even. I really think this was a great idea. It is so amazing, and I'm sure the auction will be a success. What a kind and giving heart you have." And I'll just skip over to here. It says, "Take it easy and make today a good one, Steph. P.S. I still need to send you my button to join your Memory Makers button club. So she'll do that separately soon." You better. I'm counting on it. We need to add you to the Memories Makers button club. But let me look at her block first, and then I'm going to show you some stuff that she sent along with it too. But I love it. It's a little nautical thing going here. Chickens. Did I ever mention that I had chickens at one time? So this is beautiful. It is a little bit shy, but I think we can make this work. I'm pretty sure we're going to make this work. So Steph, thank you very much. And all right, this is some stuff that Steph sent. Little applique mushrooms. And I'm just going to go quickly through all this fabric here. Wow, unbelievable. Oh, and look here. She's made this. This can be a mini trash can for strings and clippings and stuff. I've been wanting to get something for here. Thank you, Steph. I'm going to keep it right here on my table. So we got that going. And then one more. All right. Bias binding tape. We got bias binding tape. We've got a whole bunch of fabric. And we got a whole bunch of bias binding tape. And what are these here? Steph made these. They're like little bean bags. I love them. Tell me what I'm going to do with these, but I love them. Let me know. Sometimes I'm so dumb. But thank you, Steph. Very much appreciated. Thank you all for the blocks. Now, if you stay tuned really quick, let me get refocused here, and we will do a button club really fast. We got probably about 4 or 5. So I'll see you back here in just a second. Hey, I was opening up packages and I found one more, and this one, I'm shocked and I'm honored. This one is by the Combat Quilter. Sent me a nice business card there, and this is his block. And Andrew, thank you so much for submitting a quilt block. It is much appreciated, and I am honored to get it from you. Yeah, thank you. I really like the colors. Like I said, I'm like a repeat, but I am loving what you guys have done here, and I really appreciate it. So thank you, Andrew, and we will add this to the collection. Thank you. Okay, now it's time to do the Memory Makers Button Club. If you're not familiar with that, that's where people send in just regular clothes buttons that they've either had laying around the house, whether it's a vintage one or a brand new one. But people send in a button, just a clothes button, and then each button will represent a goal or a memory from the past. Send it in, we read your note, we put it in the Memory Makers button jar, and you're an official part of the Memory Makers Button Club. It's just a fun way to give back. And the first one here, I'm going to do, she just submitted a a quilt block is Gisela, which lives right down not too far from me. She sends a button that says, remembering a soldier served in Korea and Vietnam. And take a look at this. Very nice. And then she sends another one, says, when grandmothers made Barbie clothes. And I'm going to leave these little tags attached to these buttons. And then this button, in the old days, fine linens had abalone shell buttons. You're going to task me on pronouncing words right. Take a look at these buttons. So, Gisela, I swear, I hope I haven't messed your name up too bad. Thank you for these very pretty buttons. And Gisela, you welcome to the Memory Makers Button Club. I don't know if you can see that right there. There you go. All right. Next we have this one. This was also submitted by Lisa Marie, who also just gave us a quilt block. So if you submit a quilt block, so send a button in if you haven't, and it's like a 2-for-1 here. And if you've never watched this before, you'll know that I'm not usually prepared, which is par for the course. And you know what? I haven't prepared, but I usually tell a joke. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll find us a good joke here. But this is from Lisa Marie, and if I didn't read this, I'm going to read it again. Barry, thank you for inviting your YouTube watchers to join you in this project. Looking forward to seeing this quilt and how much of a donation can be made to Alzheimer's organization. I did read this. I also included some buttons for your button club. They are all pink, since that's my favorite color, Lisa Marie. Well, Lisa Marie, and she is from Monticello, Kentucky, my home state. Lisa Marie, welcome. Let's look at those again. I was a little quick. There you go. Nice little pink buttons. Lisa Marie, welcome to the Memory Makers Button Club. Simple as that. All right, next we have Susan from Painesdale, Michigan. Did I get that right? Painesdale, Michigan. She's got some cute looking little buttons here. I have no idea who's dinging me on that one. Come on, get out of there. Oh, that's a sticker. I'm trying to get it thinking that's a button. Oh, cute. Looks like a little doggy. And another little doggy. And let's see what Susan sent. Come on. We may have to get a little violent with this one. Oh. Look at this cute little card here. That is awesome. That's got a sewing machine. It's got thread. It's got a little pair of scissors here. It's got everything right there. That is awesome. And let's, and you know, I've got Steve, and she sent her pictures. I'm assuming this is of her little puppies. So let's find out. That's Luna and Lucy. So glad to discover a fellow quilter who hopefully will inspire other men to join us women quilters. The Button Club is a wonderful idea and I couldn't wait to join. Although it took me longer to send, I wanted to make a special card to go with the buttons. I am an avid crafter and try all that interests me, but quilting is what I am currently enjoying again. I have been sewing since I was very young. I learned to sew on an old treadle machine. It was a honeymoon, which my mom would always tease and say it was the only honeymoon she ever had. LOL. My older sister still has the sewing machine. Well, keep that sewing machine because I'm sure there's a lot of memories in there. My buttons were left over from a stash of buttons I purchased for two Suspender Sam's quilts I made. Suspender Sam quilts I made years ago for two nephews. This is the male version of Sunbonnet Sue. I have made each block different and embellished with buttons for the theme of each block. These two I send for the Button Club to represent my two mini Australian Shepherds shown in the photo. Thanks for your videos and inspiration. P.S. I live in the very upper peninsula of Upper Michigan. We get an awful lot of snow and we enjoy warm quilts. Quilting comrade Susan. Well, Susan, like I said, this is do I got it right? I want to get it right. This is Luna and Lucy. So, on behalf of Luna and Lucy and Susan, let's look at these nice little puppies here. And she said these went on a overall Sam, a suspender Sam, she calls it. And these are really cute. Well, thank you, Luna and Lucy and Susan. Welcome to the Memory Makers Button Club. There you go. And I'm going to keep your photo right over here. And love your card. I don't even know. That is a very unique card too. Awesome. We got about two more to go, I believe, here. I think I'm missing one, but if I missed one, we will get it later. Oh, that one was Stephanie. Stephanie said she'll send one down the road. All right. This is, let's look at the card. Little cardinal here. Little cardinal and, I don't know, blue and the yellow looks like a finch. And this is from, I believe, Mary. Yeah, Mary. Hi, Mary. Happy New Year to you and yours. I appreciate your channel as I am a beginning quilter. Best hobby in the world. I guess I categorize myself as a dirty quilter. If my seams don't match up perfectly, aren't flat, etc., who cares? I give them away to family and anyways, I am practicing every time I sew and create a quilt. I use a walking foot to quilt because free motion quilting on my Juki 2000 looks horrendous. It is very, I got this cord in my way, sorry, it's in your way. It is very, I won't say it's hard, it's practice is what we got to do. I'm not good at it either, but it's horrendous. My hope and goal is to learn how to long arm my own quilt someday. I make 3-yard quilts and string quilts. I know about 3-yard quilts. I'm not really familiar about string quilts. Both are beginner friendly. I would love to visit Hancock Fabrics in Paducah, Kentucky. Well, in April, I'll be there. So, you know what? If you decide to go down there for the Paducah Quilt Show, we could meet up. I would have to take a lot of breaks to keep from fainting from all the beautiful fabric. LOL. Keep up the great work, Barry. God bless you, Mary from, says Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But that, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So Mary, she gives us this nice little red button. Very cute. Well, I hope you can see that. It's very hard to set on its side. So Mary from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome to the Memory Makers. Here, let me get this over here so you can see it. Welcome to the Memory Makers Button Club. Ta-da! And one more. One more. Let's get this out. I'm not going to tell a joke today. I promise the next time I'll add more. I promise. And this is from Deb in Hermosa, South Dakota. And Deb sends us, did I get this right? Maybe like this. She says, all the best and keep on quilting. Put that right over there. And her letter says, Dear Barry, I hope you have a wonderful 2026. So glad I saw your channel on my YouTube recommends. Looking forward to seeing what you create in the new year. These are just some random buttons that I found in my mom's old tin sewing box. My funny story about buttons applies to any button, not necessarily the ones I sent you. My dad would sometimes ask my mom to sew a button back on his work shirt so he could wear it again. Often she procrastinated doing this boring task. With 4 kids to wrangle, it was easy to get distracted until he asked her again. This could go on for weeks. Then she would just sit down one day and do it, which took about all of a couple of minutes to complete. She'd laugh about it and say, you'd think those darn buttons weighed 10 pounds each, the way I avoided sewing them on. Mom did this so often it became an inside joke in the family. If there was a task, usually easy, that was being stubbornly avoided, it became one of those 10-pound buttons. Can't look at buttons without thinking of that story. Best to you in your continued health journey and quilting adventures, Deborah. Oops, had to open the envelope as I almost forgot to add the buttons, Deb. Well, Deb, that's a great story. And you know what? I understand that's what this Memory Makers Button Club is all about, making memories and remembering memories. So let's look at your buttons. These are very pretty, and I appreciate you get them. These are from your mom's tin, so they have special meaning here. And let's see, let's turn it over here on the back sides there. I'll get my hands out of the way. And Deb from Hermosa, South Dakota. Welcome to the Memory Makers Button Club. I'm looking at it. There you go. And all right, we got one more. I knew I was forgetting one. And this one was from Miss Gloria from Wayland, Michigan. And she sends a note, says, Hi Barry, I wanted to send you these buttons for quite some time now, but somehow life gets in the way. Then I saw your video on the quilt blocks and I told myself I just had to get on it. So here's a double whammy. I enjoyed quilting and have done so since before I retired in 2013. I'm not as good at it as I'd like to be, but I do try. You know, that's important. Try. Have fun at it. Then I found your videos on YouTube and I've been following you ever since. You've taught me so much more even than the classes I've taken. Well, wow. I'm very appreciative of that. You have come such a long way in such a short journey that I feel like I know nothing. Well, I feel the same way, trust me. Hope you get enough blocks to make that quilt for Alzheimer's on eBay. I love that ideal. Keep up the good work, and I'll be watching your next project. Sincerely, Gloria. Gloria from Wayland, Michigan. Look at these buttons here. It says, I love quilting. And I'm just going to leave them attached just like they are right there. We'll just put them right in here. So Gloria from Wayland, Michigan. Let's open up this and get you in here. Gloria from Wayland, Michigan, welcome to the Memory Makers Button Club. And that's it for this week. And remember, just the link, the address for the Button Club and the address to send in your quilt blocks will be down in the description, along with people that had given us their shops. I'll put down in the description. So remember, after health, but before wealth, there's memories. So go out and make some memories, and I will see you later. Bye.